Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia on Lawrencia TV, a channel that celebrates ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So please subscribe, like, share, and also click on that notification bell to get notified anytime I post new content. So for today's episode, I want to ask the question, do we date/marry our type? Or do we date/marry based on financial resources? Now, this question has been on the social media sphere for a couple of weeks now. There's been debates going on. But just to give you a context, last year a tweet from a South African went viral. So this man literally explained that he's with his girlfriend for 5 years and he cannot believe that she thinks that he is going to marry her because she is not his type, and he is just with her for now because he doesn't have a good job, and once he gets a good job that he's going to dump her and then marry his type or start dating his type. Twitter was divided. In fact, the whole social media was on fire. The guy said, well, that is his choice. If you cannot force somebody to marry you, you cannot force somebody to be with you, and because he is being honest about it, that is what he's going to do and that's what he will do. And then the ladies on the other hand, they said, well, if that is how you feel, why not end the relationship and go and date your type, or wait until you get a good job before you can go into a relationship? It was back and forth. The guys explained that with an example. Actually, there was a very recent one. A guy met a girl. He is not educated and she was also not educated, but he felt that he wants the mother of his children to be educated. So what he did was to get her into school, pay the school fees, pay the accommodation fees, was paying for her upkeep, everything. According to him, he was paying for everything. And then when she graduated, she decided, well, you're no longer my type, you're no longer on my level, you're no longer, she wanted somebody on her educational level and somebody, she can easily communicate with, according to her. So she ended the relationship. And he came online, he was crying after he proposed to her after graduation, and she refused the proposal. That was some of the examples that the guys cited. The ladies on the other hand, they said, this is why we don't want to date broke men, because when a guy is broke, you don't really know their true intentions towards you. You don't know if they are with you just to while away time. You don't know if you're really their type, because some of these guys, what they actually want is the Kim Kardashian, the Kim Kardashian and the Nicki Minaj and all those kind of things. But because they cannot approach with their current state, because those ladies are high maintenance and they know with their current financial state they cannot approach those ladies, so they go for the low maintenance ladies who you don't really, in fact some of them spend their money on the guys and they be with these ladies until they are able to gain. Some of them even marry these ladies, because sometimes you don't know how long it's going to take you to attain financial success. So some of them actually marry these ladies, and after marriage, these ladies help them build and save and invest, and once they are now financially stable, they now leave these ladies and the kids and go for their type, which is usually the Kim Kardashian and the Nicki Minaj. Now, so the debate is tit for tat. The guys are saying, well, sometimes we do all these things and you leave us to go and marry the Obi Cubanas, and then we are left hanging. And then the ladies are saying, well, you broke men, we date you, we build you up, and then you leave us to go and marry Nicki Minaj and Kim Kardashian. Well, there's another example, the recent one that is just going on social media was the case of Mercy Aigbe, Nollywood actress Mercy Aigbe. So let me give you a little bit of a background. Mercy Aigbe started acting for like 2 decades ago, almost 2 decades ago. She's been in the Yoruba aspect of Nollywood, but now she has transitioned into the English part of Nollywood. So now she is a marketing machine on her own. She works really hard. She's always on social media promoting one brand or the other and her own brand. So Mercy has done the work. Mercy has improved herself. Mercy is successful in her own right. So Mercy Aigbe, she's been married. She has 2 different children from 2 different men. She's recently divorced, and then she met her recent husband within the Nollywood circle. So basically, according to reports, allegedly the man met his wife when they had nothing. She traveled to America. She filed for him to join her. She went to school, got qualifications, was helping the family, saved money. He was also doing his own thing, and according to publications, she brought in the baking. She helped everybody, and then he decided he was going to Nigeria to set up a business. She got different loans. She saved, was there in America taking care of the family while he took this money to come to Nigeria to invest. And she was still supporting him once in a while, even while taking care of the kids. So eventually, the husband, set up kind of a YouTube channel where he published Nollywood movies, and that was how he met Mercy, because he was also producing some of those movies. Now, the wife came back to Nigeria, and then Mercy Aigbe was married to her second husband, and they went to different premieres together. I mean, the 2 families were photographed different occasions together. So they kind of know each other. I know Mercy has denied that the 2 husbands, even the husband said, well, this is one of the persons she was cheating with, which ended their marriage. But Mercy denied that the 2 families were never friends. So anyway, when he became very successful, he left his wife and married Mercy Aigbe, who is now very successful, very flashy, all the whole glitz and glam and, what he wanted, which maybe was his type. So people were saying, you see, this is why you don't build with a broke man, because, these are 2, conversations, not my opinion. These are Twitter conversations, these are social media conversations. So the ladies are saying this is exactly why you don't build with a broke man, because you don't know his type. He might be pretending to be with you just because, okay, he knows he can't afford his type at that point, so he's happy to just roll with the flow. And if for any reason he gets successful, he will now leave that person that they worked out together to go for his type. It was just, back and forth, and the guys are saying, well, marriages end. What if it wasn't Mercy Aigbe? What if it was just a girl from the village? They would say, oh, they've jazzed you, that is why you're leaving your American wife for a village girl. Now, who take the hit in all these things? According to social media, according to the discourse, women are the ones who suffer, because at the end of the day, if you look at in the case of Mercy Aigbe and her current husband's previous wife, she is stuck with 4 kids. while he is living a new life with this flamboyant actress, and they are both on a honeymoon somewhere enjoying life while she is running school runs, feeding children, looking for nannies to take care of them before she can even go out for, a night out or a drink with friends. So talking about, do you date according to your type, or do you marry according to your type, or do you date or marry according to available resources? I think these are personal to different people. I just think different people have different preferences. It is now left for, sometimes it's very difficult to know the intentions of people, and you might get to find out, at a very late stage, maybe after marriage, maybe before marriage, maybe even at the altar, depending on when the penny drop. People have hidden intentions. It's not about being broke. It's not about struggling. It's about the intention they have for you. Some people get into relationships that are not even their type, and they make it work because their intentions towards that person is pure. So the whole thing rallies, boils down to your intention. What is your intention going into any relationship? What is the intention you have for that person? If you're honest enough to tell yourself, some people even lie to themselves. If you're honest enough to tell yourself that this is what I want, and you're honest enough to that person to tell them, well, let's see how it goes, I don't want anything serious, then that is different. Some people will go as far as lying, deceiving, conniving, and even packaging themselves to look, your type. All I am saying is, make sure that your intentions are clearly known and clearly communicated to that person. If they choose to accept it, then that's fine. Now the burden is no longer on you. But when your intention, your intention towards this person, intentions can change, by the way, but communication, make sure you're communicating. If your intention was initially to be with this person, and then you realize that I was actually, there's something, my brain was actually going somewhere when I thought that was my intention, but now my intention has changed, you can easily communicate that with that person. So the middle ground here is communication. Know your intention. Ensure that you're communicating your intention, no matter how harsh it is. Make sure that that person is aware, so that they can also make an informed decision that would benefit them or suit them, to cushion whatever emotional, baggage that's going to come with that. So my last video was saying, let us be intentional. Let us be intentional about everything we do. Let us be intentional about choosing whether we want to date our type or date for financial reason. Make sure that you know the two. It's not even about your type. The person carrying your type is what is important. The person that is, you can have all this shell of, and the person within can be, somebody that is sent to torment you. So let us know what we want and be very clear to communicate that with whoever we find ourselves, dating / marrying, or whatever you want to call that. So this is all I have for you for today. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. I want us to understand that communication is key, no matter your intentions, no matter your type, no matter your financial status. Communicate and have pure intentions towards yourself and towards others. And even if that intention change, make sure you're communicating that to people, because change is constant. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. please share, like, and also if this video resonates with you, send me an email